Summertime is fast approaching, so I got a whole bunch of swimsuits from Shein. Let's go! This is the cutout high leg one piece. It is in this gorgeous kind of neon bright blue, and when they say bold is beautiful, bold is beautiful. It honestly fits like a glove, like perfect. It fits perfect. The detailing on the sides are just so intricate and such a unique design that kind of slims you out as you wear it. So not only is this middle part just having this like line of fabric down the middle slimming you out, but the sides and the intricate design kind of adds to that. So just wearing it alone, I feel like I look slimmer. It gives me shape. Where the lines stop kind of makes my hips come out a little bit more, or look like they come out a little bit more. It gives me that sleek and sexy shape, that little it gives me that little sleek and sexy shape while not being overtly sexy, because the detailing is just so intricate. It's more like effortless design. The only con with this gorgeous colorful blue swimsuit is that it's not adjustable. So initially I thought the sides itself were adjustable, but they're not. It's kind of stuck in that way, which could be a good thing, because knowing me, if I had to type myself to repeat a design, I would mess it up. But at the same time, it doesn't give people any allowance other than the stretch that it naturally has on the side to really adjust and work with their body. But for the most part, this design, it really slims you out. It's really bold. It's a beautiful blue. It just makes you look and feel sexy, but also fashionable. It makes me feel a little fashionable just wearing it, just because of the design itself. This is the lace-up side one-piece swimsuit, and whew, let's just go bold from the start. This pink is beautiful. It's not like that cringy hot pink. It's that bold neon pink that I just, wow. I feel like this is Barbie's color. This is why Barbie likes pink. This fits beautiful, and the color matches the picture on the website. One thing I really do love about this is that the side detailing is adjustable. So you could adjust it for however much skin you want to show. You could even make it so tight that you don't even see the lace up on the side. And that to me screams like inclusivity for all sizes. And I love that. And the other thing about it is this top part up here is also adjustable, so it works with any bust size as well. If you look really close, there is like a honeycomb texture on it, and that's something I personally don't see when it comes to swimsuits. Most swimsuits you barely see texture at all, so seeing that honeycomb texture, it makes me feel like there was a bit more effort put into this swimsuit, put into choosing the fabric, put into like just the little tiny details of this swimsuit. Other than that, you know, this size, it's so true to size, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that. This is like a very simple classic one piece with the extra details to kind of take it over the top. So I'm happy. This is the cutout harness one piece, and it is one of the brightest neon yellow swimsuits I have ever seen. So the color definitely matches the picture and it's beautiful, but oh man, this one has a whole lot going on with it. This top part fits snug. The bottom part, you know, honestly it felt like a diaper. Like it kind of fits, but it's also just the way it looks and feels. It just feels overly big. The pieces in between the strings that kind of attach the top to the bottom, they don't fit at all. It's beyond loose, and it just really kind of upsets me because I don't know how to put it. It just, it just is so disappointing. If these little parts in the middle didn't have so much space when you're standing up, you know, then at least there's something to work with. Because even if you sit down, you know, your body's like scrunching up, of course it's gonna be loose there. But even when I'm standing up, it's just so loose. It obviously looks like it does not fit properly. And it's a bit weird because, you know, this top part is so snug. The bottom part kind of fits perfectly, but just this middle part, it makes no sense to me why it's so loose. So I feel like maybe in the picture it was altered for the model, or maybe they're just expecting somebody taller to be wearing this and like more stretched out, more room. So it's just, obviously it's just very, very disappointing to me. This is just a swimsuit for photos because in its full 360, it's a beautiful color. It has design elements that could work for so many people, but fit wise, it's trash. It's really, really terrible. I'm disappointed. I honestly I don't even want to wear it. This one is a no. It's a big, big no. This is the split hem lettuce trim cover up. And at first, the sleeves were a little bit off-putting, but putting it on, it feels like that comfortable, oversized black tee that you've always wanted. The sleeves itself, because it is that lettuce trim, it does make your arms look a bit slimmer, which I'm happy with. But yeah, this honestly, it's a great length. It's a nice sheer where it's not like overtly like covering you up, but at the same time emphasizing your swimsuit, whatever your swimsuit is underneath. But it really just has this oversized black tee feel. So I feel comfortable. I feel like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing wherever I'm at in like a nice comfortable black tee that still gives way to my shape, my figure, my swimsuit. So I like this. This is cozy, and that's not something I expect to say when it comes to a swimsuit, but this is cozy. This is the cutout tie-side one piece, and let me go on and be the orange highlighter in your life. That's pretty much how this makes me feel. This is just bold. This is really, really bold. Now, when I initially took this swimsuit out the bag, I didn't really know how to put it on because there's one whole side that's all out and it's connected by one string. So it was just a bit of a confusing mess, but once you kind of lay it out, it's easier to put on. There were a couple places where there was a little fuzz at the seams. Nothing that's like it's gonna fall apart, but it was just like a little noticeable for me. And of course, as a customer, if I receive something, I expect it to be, you know, as close to flawless as possible, especially when it comes to clothing. The string that's on the side is really, really long, and it's like a bit of a mismatch because there's only so much fabric on the other side that for the string to be that long, if you're pulling it out so much, you know, then what are you actually covering? But even more so, like this string just kind of falls all the way down, and then you kind of lose track of these little tassels on the end because it's just so far down that it almost isn't a part of the swimsuit. My other downfall is, as much as I love this color, it is really hard to tighten the top because you have to tighten the whole side and start there and just adjust it. So this top part kind of falls down a bit majority of the time. It's definitely not one of these swimsuits that I would go swimming in. It legitimately is one of those swimsuits where I'd sit down all day in. I'd sit on a boat, I'd sit on a chair, I'd take pictures by the pool. Like, it's one of those types of swimsuits where it's just like, you're not gonna move in this, because if you move in this, It's all gonna hang out. Definitely one of the huge downfalls. There's not even that elastic that usually goes on like tube tops or anything to kind of help keep it up. So your only way of keeping it up is just like adjusting this side part, which is a bit difficult. But you know, like I said, this is one of those swimsuits that I personally think it's just meant to look good in. It's not meant to be so functional. It feels like it should be functional. Don't get me wrong, it feels functional. It's just this top part, it's not gonna hold up for everybody. And last thing you wanna do is be swimming laps or like playing with a floaty and everything's coming out because you're not paying attention to lift it up all the time. And because this elastic string is stretchy, it's not gonna be the tightest fit unless you like cinch it tight. And even doing that, it's just gonna be a process that probably requires somebody else to help you. So that's my big downfall with this beautiful, beautiful orange one-piece swimsuit, is that it's great for pictures, but I don't know if you should swim in it. This is the Crisscross Knot Plunging one piece, and when they say plunging, they mean it. It's actually not as stretchy as I would hope for a swimsuit. So it's a bit hard to fit over the booty. Even if you have a big booty, you have a little booty, it's gonna be a little bit hard to fit. And actually, you know, when I was pulling it up, I kind of heard that like material stretch. It did not rip, but it's that stretch before it almost rips. So my one thing is, if you have a little butt or a big butt, this might not be the best swimsuit to pick, because right over one part it's not as stretchy. So that's a bit disappointing. The other thing is that it does feel a little bit small. Once again, I think it's just because of the material, because swimsuits themselves are supposed to stretch and contour to your body. This one kind of fights it a little bit, but this deep plunging V, it's very flattering. It's not like, hey, look at me. It's more like sleek, sophisticated. Also, with the texture of the material, it just kind of elevates the entire swimsuit alone. Just with the texture alone, it's kind of a ribbing, which I usually don't see on swimsuits, so I kind of like it. It kind of elevates the look. This would be something where I'd eat food by a pool area or a beach, but I personally just wouldn't really swim in it. The adjustable string, which is just really two long strings that are meant to be tied and wrapped around your waist. It looks really, really nice from the back, but in the front, it kind of just clutters together. It just doesn't always look nice. Like, it's one of those where those strings are definitely gonna move out of place, except for how you tie it on the back. So overall, it looks good from the back. From the front, there's like hits and misses all over the place. But the colors itself, these beige and this darkish orange tan looking color, it's a very nice shades of tan that they have going on here, which for me, like I said, it kind of elevates just because of the color choices, the texture, and the overall, of course, the style. That's another thing when it comes to the color, is that it is true to the picture that was represented on the website. So that, of course, made me very happy, because sometimes when you go for these tan colors or these beiges or these browns, they're never really always the same. It's either always darker than expected or a whole lot lighter than expected. So the fact that the colors were true to life, I was happy with that. The only other flaw I found with this swimsuit was that one of these strings wasn't fully cut. So that's a little bit of an issue right there when it comes to manufacturing. Yeah. This is the Hollow Out Split Side Cover Up in beige. It is very, very soft. Like, it legitimately feels like I'm wearing a t-shirt type of soft, like one of those really soft t-shirts. It feels so good. The other thing that I really liked about it, or at least that I find interesting about it, is there's no front and back. It's literally the same on both sides. When you're coming out the water, or even if you're going to a party, whether you're drinking or whatever, you're eating, it does not matter which way you put it on. You could put it on any way. It's just like woo-sa, you got it right the first time, both times. That's one thing I like about it, is that it doesn't matter front or back, it's the same either way. And I do like where it ends, because where it ends kind of gives you a little bit of shape. Of course, the split side adds that little bit of sexiness to it, which is always appreciative when it comes to your cover up. You don't want something that just makes you look frumpy. So this is really cute. This is like a really cute day cover up. And it's flattering. It's not tight on the sides, but it comes in a little bit, so you have that like feminine curve going on while you're wearing it. And I'm a huge fan of cover-ups that don't leave you looking frumpy. Last thing I want is to enjoy a day on the beach or at the pool and feeling confident in my skin, only to put something on that makes me feel, I don't have any other word but frumpy, that makes me feel like takes me down a couple notches. I don't need that. I need self-confidence, and you know, this makes me feel confident in myself. So I personally really like this hollow out split side cover up, because it makes me feel beautiful and it flows with me. You can wear this dancing, you can wear this anywhere, and it won't get in the way. Now that was my entire Shein one-piece swimsuit haul. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've tried on any of Shein swimsuits in the comments below. And thank you. Bye. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting everything?